Hi guys, welcome to this week's time lapse. Today I'm going to be working on a cute little black cat. It is an oil painting commission for a dear friend of mine, so I hope you enjoy. And just a quick reminder that my holiday sale is ending in a few days, so if you want to get 20% off of your order, use the code BLACKFRIDAY at happyd-artist.com. And if you would like to check out a real-time version of this painting video, please visit patreon.com/happydartist. Today's topic of discussion is not a tutorial or it's not really art business advice. I just thought it'd be interesting to have a very open and honest conversation with you guys about what having a social media following is like. I know I already made a video about how to grow your social media, but this video is more, I guess, to give you guys an inside look at what having a relatively large social media following is like. I'm not saying that I have a huge number of followers and subscribers, I'm not in like the million category, but I just thought it'd be interesting to share nonetheless. So I am going to start with what I love about social media and then go on to what I don't like about social media. So the number one thing that I love about social media is having a large enough platform to really make a difference in the world. I know I'm not like, any sort of huge impactful company or, huge celebrity or anything like that. But even with the small number of social media followings that I have, I love being able to just share what I love with everyone. I love being able to spread a message of positivity and creativity and hard work and help inspire people to do art and make beautiful things and just be happy with their lives. I think there's so many different negative influences out there in social media, whether it's racism or prejudice or hatred or materialism or, the sexualization of young women. The list goes on. So I'm just really grateful that I have an opportunity to make a positive impact in the world, even if it's just in a small way, even if it's just someone going by my page and seeing a painting or a drawing that I did and feeling a little bit happy because of it. Having that small impact on a large number of people really makes me feel like I'm doing good in the world, and that's a great thing. The second thing I love about social media is just the stories that people tell me about how watching my videos or looking at my art has helped inspire them to create art and start doing art themselves. I love that. I love producing more artists in the world. I think the world could use a lot more artists and creative people. So I love that I could ignite someone's passion and creativity for something that I myself love so much. And I think my favorite story to hear is people who tell me they haven't picked up a paintbrush in 10 years. And from watching a painting time lapse of mine, it got them painting again and how happy they are now. That's incredible. That makes everything worthwhile. And I still can't believe that I have that kind of influence on some people. So thank you all so much for those of you who shared your stories with me. I love reading those types of comments. And then the last thing I love about social media is how I myself have grown thanks to my relationship with you guys. Having a lot of eyes on my work and a lot of people kind of almost depending on me to constantly produce good content, it forces me to hold myself to a higher standard. It's a good kind of pressure that I put on myself to never let you guys down and always make sure that I'm never letting myself down either. So I love seeing people who have been commenting or supporting me for years. I see a lot of familiar faces and I definitely remember these names, and it's almost like we all have grown up together, and that's such a nice feeling. So yeah, on to, I guess, the not so positive list. And before I begin this list, I just want to say that I'm not wallowing in misery or always complaining. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time, my interactions with social media have been very positive and very enjoyable. But I thought, to balance out this video, I'm gonna have a like and dislike list. So without further ado, the dislike list begins with this is mostly on myself. It's not about social media or anyone else, but I always feel this kind of internal pressure to please and satisfy everyone, and I don't want anyone to feel like I'm letting them down, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. And sometimes I just feel overwhelmed with the amount of requests, and they're legitimate requests. Like, people give me so many great ideas for videos and great ideas for topics to cover, and I wish I could make all the videos. I wish I could cover all the topics. And sometimes I feel like even if I make a video a day, after a year, I wouldn't even have covered like 1% of all the requests I get. And I don't want anyone to feel like I'm ignoring them or neglecting them, or that their opinion or request isn't important. I genuinely want to help as much as I can, and I want to make videos as often as I can, but I really am limited on my time and my resources. And yeah, I don't like the pressure that I put on myself, and that feeling of like fear and anxiety that I'm letting anyone down. So that's one negative, and it's something that I kind of have to battle with myself internally. But yeah, and I guess to piggyback off of that, like, it's really disappointing for me, and it's heartbreaking for me when I feel like my hard work isn't being appreciated, I guess. And okay, again, I just want to put a disclaimer, like, this is a really small fraction of my interactions. Like, most of the time people are super encouraging and super positive, and people's comments really motivate me and give me energy to do the best that I can. So yeah, by no means am I saying that this happens frequently, but it's hard to ignore the vocal minority sometimes when they are like posting really loud comments. But sometimes I guess I feel a little bit discouraged when some people just post things in a really demanding way. Like, people will request things of me without really saying it nicely or without showing any appreciation. So a great example is, like, I'll spend days and days slaving away to make a video on a certain topic, and then sometimes when I read the comments, someone will write a comment that doesn't even acknowledge the actual video that they're commenting on, like, doesn't even talk about the topic that I have put out. They don't even bother saying anything nice. They just jump straight into like demanding me to do another video on something completely different. So they'll be like, oh, like, can you do a video on this? And like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't even deserve like a smiley emoji or something, or like a friendly like smiley face. I don't know. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's all in my head. But sometimes I really do, I don't know, I feel, I guess, a little bit sad if I spend a lot of time on a video and someone who watches it doesn't even bother acknowledging the video that I made and just wants me to make a video on something else. It just feels like wasted effort. But yeah, I just want to say, like, this doesn't happen the majority of the time, of course. This is a small fraction, and most of my comments are super motivating. So this is by no means a reflection of the majority of the people. I'm just saying, in a very small fraction of the cases, it's kind of a little bit discouraging. But yeah, I just wanted to conclude this video on a positive note. Social media is really tough, and it does take thick skin, and you have to not let negativity bother you. But for me personally, it has been so worth it every step of the way, and you guys have been so awesome. And I just wanted to end this by saying thank you, and I love you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this time lapse. If you liked it, I would really appreciate if you give a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help out my channel a lot, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!